I don't know. It's always nice to see that intro. They got me with my little shimmy. Oh, very offbeat. But, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Unpopular Review, the NXT edition. I'm one of your hosts. Had to work because EC orders. I'm the bad guy. And along with me is she got the prettiest smile on Tuesday. She's coming from the HCs, and she's going to bring a lot of positivity on the show. Let's bring her in. She is the Captain Shaykespeare. Hey, hey, with the
Hello there.
with the orange shirt. What's going on, madam?
Says no thanks.
No thing. That's what I said tonight for the show.
Ah!
So,
Oh my God! Already you're starting?
I am. I gotta sit here and just start off, ladies and gentlemen. But the show was just paint by numbers. I try to bring the positivity and look at the very good stuff in this because there is a lot of great stuff. But I just really thought this was a meh show. And before we started, me and the captain spoke, and she's gonna bring the positivity into this. So she thought the show was really good. I thought it was meh. So why don't you, before you start breaking down everything, why don't you, you said you liked the show. Why did you like the show?
I just felt like it was super chaotic all over the place. I kind of like chaos a little bit in my shows, so I liked it. It had a thing with me. It pulled at my heartstrings.
As you can tell, we are a trio now, but the Ultimate Fan couldn't be here, and the captain is doing her best impersonation of the Ultimate Fan because she said, "I liked it." So, the Ultimate Fan, wherever you are, we hope you're having a good, great time. I saw his Facebook thing. He's at a freaking Knicks game. Like, how did? What are you doing? Like, what? You're supposed to be here. How are you? How are you off? And I'm suffering. Whatever. But I'm gonna let you lead the show. Captain Darling, what was the first match, first segment of NXT?
So the first thing that happened I want to touch on that's not even a match is Grayson Waller cutting the whole beginning. You know, when we lead into it, the little intro, he said, cut that. We're done with the old days. It's my time. I like that. I don't think anyone's ever done that. I think that was very cool. I like what he was saying as well. What he said was completely true. You boo all these people, and then you miss them later on, and they're stars. You know, everything he said was absolutely true. I was so on board with everything he was saying. I loved it. Great. Then leading on into the match with him and Champa, I feel like that was a really good showing for Grayson. Like, I really feel like he needed that match. That was a great showing for him. How'd you feel about the match?
I'm conflicted, right? So I do agree that was actually a really good match. I thought it was a great showing for him going in the ring with someone like Champa, who is very seasoned. And I mean, there was a really good ending. I don't like to really go move by move because we'll be here all night. But I did like that ending where he rolled into the ring and then he got the Willow's bell. I thought that was really a great ending.
Cool.
And then,
yeah, no, that was really cool.
Yeah, I thought that sequence was really. He looked good. He didn't look embarrassing. So I really thought this was a really good match for him. But I'm conflicted here because wasn't it that long ago he was a baby? Now it's just I just don't get where he started turning. Does that make sense? Like for me, it was like one moment we were cheering for him and he was doing the odd dance like Marky Mark and his ring gear was awful and his ring gear is still awful.
Yeah.
By what you said. Because I don't pay attention to ring gear, but I'm going by what you said. But it just came out of nowhere where he was a heel, and I think this all leads up to later on because
it does.
Yeah, because it's this. And we'll talk about it at the end. I don't want to jump too far ahead, but I did think that was a great showing for him. He did not, even though he lost, he won because he showed that he could hang with somebody like Champa, who is
one of the best.
Absolutely,
one of the best of NXT. Yeah,
absolutely. And we break in. Well, I'm gonna zip it. Go ahead. What was the very next?
So very.
I got you. You know what? I got you. Don't worry. We're a tag team. I got you. I'm not gonna leave you hanging.
Wait, let's look at the.
Oh, you want to get into the chats?
Yes, a little bit in the.
Oh, look at him. It's Mike. There we go. Mike. I'm glad you didn't write this big long to read. So here we go. He says, hello, Unpopular Review fan. This is Mr. Mike Riggs. Welcoming to you to the WWE NXT 2.0 for Tuesday night, November 23rd. Thank you. I didn't even know what today was. Thank you. I just knew it was Tuesday. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, great Mike. What up? It's the aggressive one. What up, George? Whoop whoop.
Hi, George. How are
What,
you?
who else we got here? Who else we got here? No. I told you we were gonna still have. I told you we were still gonna have fun. You gotta trust in the bad guy. I'm looking forward to watching the Takeover War game. I'm really not. I think these war games are poor. I really do.
Yeah, it kind of was thrown together very similar to Survivor Series.
Absolutely.
I feel like the reasoning for that is because I feel like they were just what's the word? Like getting themselves together. There was a lot of releases, a lot of changes of people's gimmicks, and not enough time to really adjust and get ready for these team, pay-per-views on both ends. So I think that's a big part of it.
That's actually really fair. We'll take this down and get to the other chats. But no, I can see what you mean, because it's like now I'm trying to restack everything. Like, okay, we let these people go. Now who do we fill in for these roles? And right. it's just but I think, to me, like, it just shows how poor that is. I mean, I get it, but I also go like, yeah, but we're going to review War Games, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have a prediction show. We'll let you guys know. You got to follow us on social media. And don't personally DM us. Don't. What we got here? Grayson Waller was spitting facts. Love it when he called out the Smarks for their BS. I thought he was really just calling Florida out, because Florida is dangerous. I just think it's dangerous. It was a good segment, and the match between Champa and Wallace was solid. I agree. Good job, George. Yeah. We actually liked you on the show.
Elvis, you're a hater. Like, let it go, for real.
Darling. No.
He gonna catch you next.
No, I know he is. I don't want him to, though, because I don't want you to step on him. He's too small. I don't want you to step on him. He might get lost. He does that on purpose. But and we're gonna get into the chat more. What we got? Wallace showed that he can. Yep, absolutely.
Okay, so now we move on to my poor child, Grimes.
What?
Wait, isn't that next?
No. I'm sorry, because you said poor child. No, I'm sorry, but I did want to talk about LA Knight, because he does play a part in this later on.
Finally, he's getting his shine.
No, I guess he's not much of a boo, because you forgot about him. That's okay. That's usually.
I wanted to put it all in, because he literally was in like 16 segments today, fighting throughout the entire arena. Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. I made the assumption that he was from the Bronx. It was fight this whole entire time. I'm sorry. It was like
from the Bronx. He from Brooklyn. That's the people who've been fighting these days. They ain't been Bronx. It's been Brooklyn fighting these days. You better leave us out of it. We've been calm.
For now, anyway. For now, right now. So I'll give you a pass. Yeah, for now, because I see how rowdy he is. But carry on. LA Knight, because I did want to talk a little bit about it, because it does play a little bit later on. But he calls Wallace a bum. He pretty much says he's a bum. I told you guys he was a bum. He's a bum. And he gets confronted by Joe Gacy, which sets up for a match later on. But you did want to talk about but I just wanted to get these quick segments in. But so we got Toxic Attraction making their way into the arena, and they come in, they talk about War Games, and Dakota, who's just sitting there like a random, anybody who knows video games will understand what this means. Standing NPC out of nowhere, just standing there, and then joining these girls, walking in the arena, coming all strange. She's twitching and doing like this and everything like that. And they're like, well, at least she's on. And I say that all the time. I say that about my supervisor when I don't get fired. So,
I like it. I feel like she's playing the hell out of this new role. I love it. Like, yeah, I'm really loving it. Like, she's doing so well. Like, even the little things. Like, I'm loving it.
It's the detail stuff. No, I agree. She's doing a really good job on. They see like this damaged area with like a toolbox and I guess glass on the floor and everything. But it's later to reveal, because they said, "Whoa, who did this? That's weird." And it's later to reveal to be Kaylee Ray who did it, and she smiles. But this is what I'm saying. Stuff like this is kind of confusing. I mean, I guess it's like, hey, it's wrestling, just accept it. But like, no, I don't understand why. Like, she was a heel for a period, right?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, where did this come from? But we'll talk about that later. But you did want to talk about our main guy. Cameron Grimes. Darling, take the segment.
Well, I mean, after last week, he got put through the poker table and got his hair cut. He came out. Listen, he was looking good. I was like, maybe you know what? Maybe you gotta thank Duke because you're looking like $1,000,000 now, Cameron. You're looking great. That's what I would have said. He looked great. I'm just saying. But he was upset. He was crying. He was very hurt because he said there was a lot of, importance behind the hair. He said it was when he, dug up to the top. His hair was for his humble beginnings. His hair, it was like this. That's how his beard was. That's why I'm doing this, so you can get an idea. And Duke basically, he comes on the screen and he doesn't care. I love it. I'm obsessed. I love Duke Hudson. He's a legend. He's like, I wanted to get a little bit more off the top. When Cameron says, "Oh, do you want to face me in a hair versus hair?" I loved that. I thought that was a really little small thing, but it was a great addition. I think Duke is playing this character so well. I think Cameron, is always character work. You never have to worry about Cameron. Nothing. This is more for Duke. This whole thing is building Duke, which is why I hope he does win that eventual match at War Games because I don't want to see him bald.
So this segment was actually really good too. I think that because after this I think everything falls apart for me. But this was actually really good segment. I do agree with that Duke Hudson is really a great heel. I loved it because he's at a barbershop getting a haircut. And he rolls, "Oh, Cameron Grimes, I didn't even recognize you."
Right.
But see, I'm sorry. You know why this is sensitive to me? As a guy with a beard, right? And been growing my beard. Don't do that. Don't you do that. Let me talk for a minute because this is very offensive. Don't you do that because what you said here, I was listening to her, I said, I don't want to hear this crap. What are you talking about? As a guy with a beard, when you decide to go, hey, I want to trim a little bit, that was your decision. When someone goes out their fucking way to do that, it's unbelievable. Let me tell you something. I'm sorry. I need a segment
here. You know what? Cameron shouldn't have took all his money. If he didn't take his money, he wouldn't have had to take something back. That's how this works. Give and take.
That's that Bronx mentality. Let me tell you something. Yeah, I'm gonna always crap. Ladies and gentlemen, the best borough in New York. If you guys need to know, we win all the time. We're not in baseball.
What do you guys winning?
Shayna, I don't need you to bring me down. I don't need that negative attitude. Like, what is that?
You the one that said it. I was just doubling down.
Well, you can stop doubling anything. Let me tell you something. We winners up in here. But the idea about him cutting his beard. I mean, as a guy with a beard, I'm like, oh man, that's just too close to home because if you decide to do it, you decide to do it. But when someone go out your way, and I've had nightmares like that where I've woke up and I had nightmares where someone cut my beard and I had to woke up in a sweat because I said, and I had to make sure this bad boy was still here. This fucking chair, if you don't work with me, you son of a bitch. I'm sorry, because this chair just started falling down for nothing. But if this, yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm very professional. She's probably more professional than I. Hey, what up, Matt? Whoop, whoop. Hey, what up? The Mad Dog. Woof, woof. Happy
early Thanksgiving. He says we're beautiful people. You see, I can't.
No.
I can't deal with the whiplash anymore, Elvis.
No. When he was on air and he called us beautiful, you fell for that, and I couldn't believe you. You disappointed me, Shayna. We're gonna talk about this, but yeah, happy Thanksgiving to you, Elvis. I'm surprised that he's now part of Team Raquel versus. I'm not. I think when she showed up on air, it was clear to me, like, okay, they're gonna put her on. What other comments we got? Well, what else we got? Like we're gonna get Kelly Ray versus me.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I mean she's gonna be in that match later, but we'll talk about that. What else we got? We got any? Oh my god. Review fans. Absolutely. Oh wait. Oh wow. I'm so sorry to hear that, sir. I'm sorry.
Oh my god. I'm so sorry. I didn't read it.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Mike. Condolences from all of us in UPR. And Very sorry to hear that. What else we got? How NXT ended was crazy in the way, and what a way to end NXT. Okay, we're gonna
Yeah,
talk about it.
it was a good way.
Elvis, do not piss off Captain.
He still is. He still is.
Wait, where's my backup when she pisses me off?
I don't
You
piss
guys,
you off. You piss yourself off.
let me tell you something. You guys are just awful because a year ago when I was here, I was your favorite, and then you decide for somebody else, and you guys are awful. You suck. I want you to understand that your trains suck. Every color of the train suck. I don't care whatever, but trains suck. You know what's better than a train? An airplane.
You know, George, I did kind of see that, but I really would rather not see that. He's one of those characters I just don't want to see face. Like,
he don't even have to be a baby face. He could be a tweener.
That's true.
Like he don't need to be the baby face where he's kissing fat babies.
Okay, wow. So let's move on to the next segment. Let's take a minute.
I'm on fire tonight, baby. But go ahead.
You are. So the next thing we had was Tiffany is coming.
So I am
obsessed. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead. Yeah, good job.
I love her. She's great. She has an amazing look. She has good in-ring ability. She has good talking ability. Yeah, I'm totally sold on her. That's it.
I was gonna ask you on it because I saw that she was on 205 Live recently, right? Like some recently, and I was gonna ask you like what is because I don't know nothing about her. So I try to take notes for the show, right? So there's a few things how I prep for the show. I take a nap, I drink, and I try to have notes. That's how. And I put for her it was 90210 character because I didn't get it because she was like playing the tennis thing, right? And she's like, "Well, Daddy is never wrong. I'm ready." I just said, "Oh, my head." But if you're saying she's good, I take your word for it.
It's good. It's a little. She got a little.
She gotta have character. Okay.
That's an easy heat magnet gimmick. It's perfect. She's like the new Mandy, to be honest. She kind of gave me early Mandy for sure.
She's a young lady, right? Was she like in her early 20s or so?
Yeah.
All right. I look forward to seeing what she can do. They said she's coming soon. And I guess before we go any further, let's get into some of these chats before we do a commercial break because we're getting ready to hit the 20-minute mark. Let's see what we got in here.
This is the next comment.
Oh, I have just favorite. Oh, that's so sweet. You suck.
You're the best. Dakota looked like she was on. Oh, I'm crying.
Hey, can I tell you something? I was almost on acid after watching this show. What else we got? Did you know? Oh, there's a fight between him and Mikey. I
don't know about.
You know what? And I'm rooting for you, Elvis. I never want to root for you. Anybody that's against Mikey, I'm with you. There we go.
Oh my god.
That's 5 stars, baby.
It looks like
Ellie. She does have a
face.
She does have a face. I agree. We have a face too. What's the difference?
You know what it is? I think a lot of times what happens when you have a lot of heels, you have to kind of go with the heel that is out healing the other person.
You got to balance
it. And I feel like Mandy is definitely out healing Kaylee, so Kaylee kind of has to take the fall and take that kind of face role. Kind of similar to what, Charlotte and Becky was. They're both technically heels.
Right.
But Charlotte out healed Becky, so Becky had to take that step back.
And she was able to do a really good job. I mean, I wanted to say because last week I thought when she did that little babyface promo for that little period, that was awesome and that was incredible. I think right now, and I do agree with you saying, because I don't want to repeat everything you said, but like Mandy, right now Mandy is hot. You know what I mean? And I don't mean physically because I can see the boys going, drool coming out your mouth. But clean the spit up, you nasty. But she's on right now as a heel. She got the Toxic Attraction group going on, and obviously because Kaylee Ray a heel, but they had to go. She had to move to like 3rd, 4th, 5th. I don't think Kaylee Ray is a heel or face. She's just doing. I agree with that. Yep. Mm-hmm. I don't think she's like I said. I don't think she's the baby face kissing fat babies. What we got here?
I can't.
We're not going to highlight you guys. Listen, if this is not about wrestling, we're not going to highlight you guys.
Thank you. I agree. Thank you. Someone with some sense here.
Unbelievable. this
Thank
guy.
you.
I want to say thank you for watching us, but awful. Hold on.
That champ is here. Yes, girl. Let them know. I want to see pictures.
I can't go any further because I don't have wireless headphones. I'm gonna get wireless headphones because it's gonna make this a lot better. Charmaine, I want to say you cheated. I know you cheated. I know you cheated. I know you have someone backstage that told you something. And I want you to know on Sunday you're gonna drop the title to the bad guy because there's no way this year is ending with you as champion. I don't care that everyone else is happy for you. This is ridiculous. I don't know how you won. I don't know what you did, but I know you cheated. I know you cheated. And then you sing karaoke with me and lie to my face. Disgusting. Who else we got here? I don't
want to see Cameron bald, but I also don't want to see Duke bald more than I don't want to see Cameron bald.
But I mean, even though it's a hair versus hair match, right? Mm-hmm. Who said they had to be bald? Did they say they had to be bald?
They're gonna cut their hair. Like, what is? I mean, I'm sure Duke has barely any. So if he gets shaved, he's bald.
Cameron, there's a possibility here. So, I mean, we're going to have a prediction show. We'll save it for that. But so there's a possibility that this is a hair versus, it is a hair versus hair match. So let's say Cameron Grimes lose. He don't have to shave all of his hair off. Prime example, 2003, Chris Jericho against Kevin Nash. Hair versus hair. Kevin Nash lost, but he didn't shave all his hair off.
That's true. It was like that.
What about the tell him Jack? Because I'm spitting facts over here and no one's giving me anything. You guys suck. I want you guys to know.
Look at, wait, you have a fan. Look.
Oh, that's not a fan. That guy lives underneath a bridge.
I'm crying. Oh.
Yeah, we are definitely. Oh, no, don't give me that. Don't give me that. Don't give me that. Give me that.
Yeah, no, she's gorge. I'm obsessed. I definitely like her. She's kind of like, her in-ring gives me a little bit of like Ivy Nile mixed with Kacy Catanzaro. If I can really, that's the best I can do. But we are at the 20-minute mark. So what does that mean?
Ooh, what does that mean, madam? I think that means there's a commercial break. So, hey, we're going to give you a commercial break and be right back with more NXT and me yelling and her just bringing positivity. Peace.
Listen, everybody on Team Raw is a former world champion. Rey Mysterio, Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, Finn Balor. But there's one dude on the team that isn't a champion, and that's Dominic Mysterio. And so he said, tonight you're going to fight somebody to earn your spot onto the team. I thought this was brilliant. And we get the return of one of my favorite guys, my man, Bobby Smashley. Wrestling Doll, do you know why we call him Bobby Smashley around here?
Because he likes to smash the crap out of everybody through the ring until he can't no more?
You're absolutely right. That's one of the reasons, but really, the real reason is that he was sleeping with Rusev's wife, Lana. So, when you put the tools to somebody, you smash. So,
yes,
my man, Bobby Smashley.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, and we are back more with that was the Raw review. This is the NXT review. If you're liking and share, tell your friends, tell your parents.
Yes.
Tell somebody. Tell them that, hey, that Unpopular Review crew, amazing. They got some beautiful people. You got some dirty humor, as you can tell from Big Daddy Cool. And it's always a good time here. So there's entertainment. And I guess I can say it right here, but Saturday, when we do the plugs, we'll mention, but Saturday, UPR Gaming happens. Some guy I found in the middle of the street, he wanted to do this, and apparently we're going to be talking about video games, so that should be a good time. But we're going to, when we do the plugs later on, what is this thing where we have, hold on, give me a minute. Oh, yeah, there we go. We should got to have that thing going on. See that? Right there. Boom. Right there. So, yeah, I got ladies and gentlemen, please like, love, and share, and tell everybody about us. Captain, we talked about Cameron Grimes. They're gonna have a hair versus hair match at War Games. And when we do predictions, eventually we'll set a schedule. We'll talk about it a little bit more. But the next match here is Indi Hartwell. What's her friend? I can never pronounce the name. I always call Pirotta.
Indi Hartwell and Persia Pirotta versus Kacy and Kayden, the TikTok dancers.
I before you go any further, right? I'm watching this, right? So two things. Indi's still hurt by her husband's hurt. And I get that. Not that I have a husband, not that I know of, but he's hurt. She's just not into the match. And Piranha Plant says, "Hey, look, I could go out there and do what I did last week. I got." But Indy's like, "No, no, like Dexter would want me to there and fight." Oh, and then Kayden Carter and Casey Catanzaro come out, the TikTokers, right? And I'm sorry, I've reached an age where certain things bother me. Their interest was way too bright, flashing lights.
It's
I'm
cute.
oh okay, me on the ground with fire. Okay, thank you. Now I know where I stand in your lineup of things. I mean, like, are you kidding me? That was too freaking bright. Like I was sitting there watching, and they were doing like this and stuff, and then the light was bright. I said, oh, I can't do this. I almost wrote our boss and said, I can't do this because I'm about to fall the hell out. It was too bright. It was ridiculous. But y'all guys don't want to hear me complain. Captain, talk about this match.
I mean, it was a cute match. It really wasn't. I feel like it was meant to put forth how distracted Indi was. I feel like that was the main focus of this match. And also letting Kacy and Kayden get that win, to give them more momentum. I think it's very possible that they will be the ones to take the titles off of Toxic Attraction at a later date, not now, but they still do need that building to give them the credibility to be the ones to do it.
I didn't even realize. I think on commentary they mentioned that Kayden and Kacy had been kind of on a winning streak or something like that. They've been, yeah, because I didn't even realize that. I thought they've been losing more, and I feel like they've been losing more than winning. So I didn't even realize it was a winning streak. I mean, the story is there for Kayden and Kacy. They're an actual tag team, and it's like every time they were close, they just missed it. So there's the story there. Piranha, she must be so annoyed with her friend Indi. Like, I told you I got it. I would have done it. I would have handled these girls because, like, I forget how small Kacy is, and I'm not a size. I don't care about it. But I was looking. I was like, whoa, is Indi that big? I had to like. I feel like I say this on the show all the time, but I didn't realize how small Kacy was. I was like, Jesus, that was a pretty
Indi's
big.
like 5'11", I believe.
Who, Indi? Well, yeah. Oh, okay. Then she's a tall girl. And Kacy got to be like 5 foot, maybe on a good day.
Yeah, her and Kayden are really tiny. They're like the tiniest team.
Yeah. So I do see that what you say that eventually they get the titles off Toxic. It's not the time for them because Toxic is just too hot right now. Let them kind of kill it. What was the next thing we got?
Well, the next thing that we had was Chase U showing around some new kids, but also taking the time, which I love, to crap on someone, which is great. He crapped on.
You have to. You have to. Like if your stomach is running, you got to crap on somebody.
That's all I meant. He was not so nice to Cameron Grimes, letting him know that he's probably going to fail against Duke Hudson. And then Cameron, I don't remember, what did Cameron say specifically?
He said go to hell. Go to hell.
He did. I thought that was a cute segment.
And Andre Chase should have just followed up with saying, I'm already here with you.
Oh my gosh. Anyways, we have Santos Escobar versus Malik Blade, who is a fan favorite at the NXT arena. I mean, I feel like this match wasn't really meant to be good or anything. It was just meant to push forward Santos. He's returning. He hasn't had a match in a little bit. So he's back, and they're kind of establishing his dominance, essentially.
No, I agree. That's pretty much what it was. It was just pretty much to put some heat on Santos. Malik Blade, I was cheering for him because that was a black. I said, "Come on, black man," but I knew he wasn't going to win.
Yep,
absolutely. Like I love stuff like that, and then people get kind of worked up, like, no, I'm cheering for someone who looked like me. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, you can look the floor dog shit on.
I'm crying.
Don't cry. Do not do that.
So the match was kind of what it was. It wasn't really anything to like write home about. What was the most important part of the entire thing was when Kyle And Von Wagner came out.
That's Shay's favorite.
Oh my god! Like and then like I can't get behind him. I'm so sorry. When he talks, did you hear him? It's just not connecting. It's not connecting. I love Kyle, but this guy is bringing his stock down. You heard that? The crowd was booing him, for God's sakes. Get Kyle away from this man like yesterday. Like, I'm sorry. It's not working. I can't take it anymore.
I'm not gonna lie. So after the match, because I felt like it was nothing to really take notes about, I walked away. I heated up a pizza. It was really good. It was vegetable pizza from Trader Joe. Shout out to Trader Joe. I like, as soon as I saw Von Wagner, I don't know why, but I was ready to text you and be like, yo, you see your guy out here? Like, why is he here?
Oh my god. I don't even know what to
Hold
say.
on, wait.
I don't know what would help him. Like, I don't even know where to begin.
Hold on. Will you, sir? No, don't you dare. How you gonna sit here and say, hey, family, what are you having a good time at the Knicks? The Knicks suck. Like, you know the Knicks suck. I know that. You know that. She knows that.
Birthday! Woo!
Hold on, we gotta get that comment up because we have a friend of the show whose birthday. I can't go up. Can you go up, please?
I clicked it. It's right now.
Oh. That's what we were talking about. Happy birthday, George. Now, happy birthday, George. Hope your birthday is going very well, sir. I'm just kidding with you. I am slightly joking that I'm upset about you being champion. But congratulations, madam. You got the pitch right. And but it's that whole BX thing. Yeah. I'm bringing the title back home to Queens. That's what I'm going to do. But congratulations, madam. Hey,
Ghost.
That was Ghost. Are you from Power? That's the same Ghost? Did you enjoy? Oh, she's talking about you, not me. That's towards you.
Anyways, Charmaine answered she answered for me.
I love Charmaine's like Facebook picture because she looked like she's judging. Like, you see her.
As she should be. She's judging
Elvis, not me.
She's judging Elvis, 100%. Yes, I agree. They should have had the tag title so long ago. It's ridiculous. I can't.
Yeah. Yeah. Happy birthday to Katrina. She's so great. She's
happy
cool.
birthday.
Hold on, wait a minute. Sorry. She is so, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. She's very loud. The loudest person I've ever been around.
See, George knows what's up.
I agree. Yeah. Well, let me read that. I agree with Captain Shaykespeare. Kayden Kacy would be the NXT Women's Champion.
Yeah, no, Kacy is extremely. What does this mean? You are mean.
She is tiny. Anybody? What?
Tiny. No, you.
What I do? I didn't even do anything. I didn't write that.
One of my voice.
Oh, that was even towards you. That was his voice. Oh. Your voice is. I couldn't make a sentence. I'm sorry.
Okay. Anyways,
she's gonna yell at me after the show, ladies and gentlemen.
So we find out that there's gonna be a match.
Mm-hmm.
With Vaughn and Kyle.
I'm sorry. No, I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to get that comment down, but yeah, they do. But carry on. I'm sorry. Go ahead. No, because you said Vaughn and
what is it? Legado
del Fantasma. I used to have a problem with that too. Yeah, like hold on, let me do it one more time. Legado fuck it, I messed up.
Versus Imperium.
Yeah.
And when is this gonna? They said War Games, or did they say next week? Because they said next week, but I know War Games is next week.
War Games is next week. I didn't really hear it because at this point I fell asleep.
So I think it might be War Games. Listen, if anyone wants to correct me in the chat,
please correct us because I'm not too sure. I took a nap.
So, anyways, we have Cora Jade in the back getting ready for her match against Mandy. I like her. She's growing on me. At first, I was kind of like, I need a little bit more. Like, I needed her to talk more. Because right now, I'm like, okay, what? This is Trey Baxter's girlfriend. Obviously, we don't have that problem anymore, sadly. So.
Yeah, I heard he got Cora trapped.
Anyways, so Cora is getting ready. And,
you said horror?
And Raquel run into the room, shoving each other with Zoe Stark on one foot.
I fucking hate this. Go ahead.
What?
I fucking hate this. I'm sorry.
Why?
I just fucking hate it. You know why I hate it? Because
Why?
they abuse this whole thing. She says the thing that I feel like has been said multiple times on the main roster. I didn't mean to cut you off. Ladies and gentlemen, give a round of applause to the captain because she's doing a great job leading this show. Because I'm sorry, I'm over the rails because this is why I feel like stuff was starting to get a little like
What?
to me. So they're in the locker room. And she's like, I don't know, getting ready to get her skateboard and all that stuff, and they bump into each other, and they're fighting, and she says, no, it's just it's old, can we get along stuff, it's old.
It's true.
It is old, but they said it so many times on the main roster. Someone else do it. I feel like I was this close of ripping my hair out. I was this close, and I need my hair because I need my hair. And let me, ladies and gentlemen, let me show you how close I was. I was this close on ripping my fucking hair out when I heard it. And I don't know, it just didn't do it for me. They talk about they need another person. We get Cora Jade. I'm sorry, I think I said it right. Cora Jade against Mandy. I almost called her Mandy. I almost called Mandy Rose Mandy Moore. Where is Mandy Moore? I hope she's doing well. But carry on.
Cora Jade versus Mandy Rose. I liked this match. I feel like it was okay. It was okay. It wasn't like anything that I'm gonna be like, let me go tell someone, you gotta go back. Go watch this match. I'm not gonna do that. But it was what he's laughing. This man has really logged out of this. He's logged out.
What the fuck I did? Like, can I demonstrate what I did when I saw this match?
Okay.
I did this.
Oh my god. You did this, but no other red-blooded American man did that when they saw Mandy's gear.
Yeah, because two pretty girls. They are super pretty girls. Don't get me wrong. Very pretty girls. Oh my god, my hair is all over the place.
Yeah, I mean, Mandy, I feel like you have wrestlers who have their strong suits. I feel like Mandy's strong suit is her character, is her star appeal, her look, her mic work. I feel like that's where she kind of, that's her powerhouse. The ring is not really her powerhouse, but I feel like the other things carry her over. You are just, I don't even know what to say at this point.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So Kaylee Ray comes out and she distracts Mandy, hitting on poles and everything. A computer also was astray. And Cora ends up getting a roll-up victory on the NXT Women's Champion, which I'm sure will be brought up later on, which I'm sure she will feel she is entitled to a title shot. Technically, she is, even if it was by a distraction. It still happened. So we move up from that, and now we know that Kaylee Ray is gonna be on the War Games team. I think it's a very, strong group. When you look at it, outside of Cora, who's, I guess they have to have that one newcomer coming up, and obviously Zoe's out. I think it's a good group. I mean, you have Raquel Gonzalez, you have Io Shirai, you have Kaylee Ray. These are all former women's champions. Very strong team.
Yes. So, I agree. Cora is definitely the weak link team. Even like Toxic Attraction, like I would have never thought Mandy, and I mean they mentioned her accolades, right? They said like she was in the Royal Rumble, Elimination Chamber, and I sometimes forget about that because I was sitting there saying this. Here's the thing, I'm just being silly, but I just don't think these are like strong women for the War Game. Like I just feel like we need a War Game, we need teams. We got Toxic Attraction, which is a hot no attraction. Dakota Kai, she still got her thing going on. And I'm just looking at these teams, and it's just weak to me. It's like okay, you said the team right here. I don't think it's stacked, but former women's champions on this team. Then look at the other side. You got Mandy, like you said, in-ring work is not her strongest, but I still give her a lot of props because she has improved. Yeah. Gigi is really good. I think out of all of them, she's probably the best. Jane.
with Dakota Kai.
Oh, with Dakota. Yeah.
No.
Okay. No,
Second
that's fair. That's so fair. I forgot about it. I was just talking about the group, but that's super fair. But now look at Jane, JC Jane, right? And there's so many times where she's had botches, and I mean, look, it happens. I'm not blaming. She's not the first. She's not the last. But she does things sometimes, and it just don't look smooth. That's why I'm turned off a little bit about this match, because I'm looking at some of the people in here, and I kind of just go like, I just.
But I feel like the people who are capable outweigh the people who are incapable, in your eyes specifically. As you have, if I can go over the people who are capable, you got Kaylee, you got Aew, you got Raquel. Then you have Dakota, who's been in one before, and then you also have Gigi, who she's new to NXT, but she is a seasoned wrestler outside of this. So and then you have Mandy, JC, and Cora, who are your kind of people you're not that about. That's still less than the people that are capable. So, and I feel like they could definitely carry it through.
That's fair. That's a super fair point, and that was a good job. I still think it's going to definitely be one of the weaker ones, but I mean, I'll still watch it because we are going to be here to review War Games.
That's a fair thought, though. Like everything you're saying is 100% fair. I agree, but I do hope that they prove you wrong, though. I do. I hope so.
Wow. No. Well, I mean,
in a good way. In a good way, because then you get to watch a smashing match.
Hold on, give me a minute. What time is this? 4:22. Shayna just.
He's mad because I want him to watch something good. This is crazy.
Wants me to be proven wrong. Well, I do hope. I do want. Hold on, proven wrong. I'm gonna make sure I put Shayna. Let me put a lowercase s. And put a lowercase s with him. But I do hope that I am proven wrong too, because I do want to watch a really fun pay-per-view. So there we go. Yes, happy one. Enjoy your wonderful day. I don't know if she can see this person, but we'll tell.
I'll tell her I said it. Don't forget, build height and
being fluctuated. It could be made up. Shay, when you left. Oh, see, yeah. Yeah, see that? Yeah.
About that. I was like, oh, I'm gonna wait. And then like 3 songs in, I'm like, oh my god, I don't think it's gonna be coming on. And then I left, and now the song happens. Oh, I'm so sorry.
No. See? No, I'm joking. No, she did want to wait for that. I'm just joking.
Yeah.
She definitely did.
I can see why you would feel this way. He's lost kind of a little bit of his flair for me. So I definitely could see why this would be.
Wait, question. How long has he been out? I feel like he hasn't been out long enough.
Like a month.
Okay.
I feel like a month. Yeah, I see that's happening. I'm wondering why he wasn't on the show today, but I mean, I guess, they wanted to give other people more time to kind of.
I can tell you why.
Oh, for God's sakes, what?
I can tell you why.
What?
He saw the script. He said, "Fuck that."
For God's sakes, he just like, this guy's on fire today.
Oh shit!
I like Legado del Fantasma as a whole, but I do see that Santos has lost a little bit of his flair lately. But I think that's because he hasn't been on. So I mean, with him returning, I'm sure he'll get that back because he's just, he has it. He does.
No, and I think that's what happened. He's been on ice for a period, and now that he is back, he got to build up that heat again because he's really good. He's really, really good. He's really, really good. He's not one of my favorite guys, but he's really good. They should put a lot of stock into. What we got here?
I don't know who that is.
Who's he talking about? You? You look.
Nah, I feel like he's talking about you. That's a guy name. I don't know. If he's talking about me, I'm hurt. Trader Joe's content.
I love Trader Joe. This is not from Trader Joe. This is actually from BJ's. The store BJ's. What we got here? You missed.
Yeah, I know. I saw that part, but I didn't see him. We didn't get to see him. Like, we didn't get to see all that, Like, I want to see Zion, but again, I get it. You gotta put other people over,
Hold on, wait, George. Are you trying to tell us how to do our job? We got this. We know what we're doing. We got this, George. I know you was on last week and whatnot, and you was trying to tell me what to do. We got this. UPR Awards next month. Who will vote most beautiful? It's going to be Captain. She's easily going to win. What are you talking about? What's the next segment we got, Cap?
It might be Barbara, though. She's beautiful. Nick.
They do suck. They do.
Yeah, no. He's so unready. It literally makes my spirit itch.
You laugh when you I'm not ready. You make him sound like a Thanksgiving turkey that's just not ready for Thanksgiving.
Maybe
Keep quiet because it's Thursday. I love Cora.
Yeah, I'm warming up to her too. I'm warming up to her. I do like her energy. And she's so young. I think she's only like 20 years old. Like there's still so much time for her.
I was 20 years old 13 years ago. Just wanted to throw that out there. Wanted to brag. I win. Legao versus Imperium. Well, it's gonna be a triple threat. It's gonna be a triple threat.
Yeah, it's supposed to be Vaughn and Kyle too. I don't really see them winning. Like, why would they win?
No, it's Kyle and
it's bad.
Yeah.
We will talk about that.
Yeah, you gotta be patient. Calm down. We're gonna get there.
Elvis, stop it. Okay.
What did he do? What did Elvis do?
Give a serious response.
I can't see it. I'm not looking at that small ass comment.
Yeah, no, it wasn't a bad match. It just kind of like was what it was. Like it's nothing that I'm going to wake up one day 40 years from now and say that Cora and Mandy match. Like that's not going to happen. But like it wasn't meant for them to put on a 5-star. Really.
Absolutely. I mean, it's something to give Cora something to do. Put something underneath her belt because she's still got to look like she's like a threat. I mean, that's the thing. She got to look like a threat. So absolutely. Oh yeah, absolutely. So we should have had you on the show. I mean, you got all the details. I want to read it in Charmaine's voice. Mandy Rose sucks.
Oh my gosh.
I love how it's in capitals. Don't get it twisted.
You know, she's decent. Yeah, she definitely isn't bad. No, definitely not.
She definitely
her match with Raquel, I was super impressed. I said it to Badguy. I said I feel like that was her defining match, of her career. At this moment, that's the match you would say, oh, you want to know something about Mandy Rose? Go back to that match. That's the match for her.
She said that.
I wonder what she's doing. I feel like Summer Rae is doing so well. She's an influencer now. Like,
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think she's in wrestling anymore. I don't know what she does. Good for her.
She's an influencer on Instagram, I believe.
Oh, good for her.
Great gig. Hey, if you get paid to post photos, like, why not?
Yeah, here I'm doing it for free like an idiot.
I wonder how they're going to play out this match between Kaylee Ray and Dakota Kai for the winner's advantage for War Games. Because I don't really want to see Dakota lose, but also Kaylee's obviously going to be going into a program with Mandy, who is a champion, and can't look, weak. So it's like,
where do we go from here? I mean,
doing this. I don't know. She went JC.
I think Kaylee Ray. Well, they're gonna have that ladder match for a woman advantage next week. A ladder match, which she did years ago. She won it or helped. No, she didn't. She helped her teammate, and I think that's how she became because this is her second War Game she's being taken part in. It's about time they push Cora Jade. I mean, you don't even have to rush Cora Jade's push. I mean, she's young. There's a lot of other people who's a lot more seasoned than her. Like, let her get some experience and then push her. I hate this notion of, oh, look, we just need to push people. No, don't do that. I don't think she's ready. I just don't think she's ready for it right now. Let her build some experience.
A little bit more time in the oven.
Absolutely. Like a turkey.
Ooh.
The NXT women seem to be off their game lately. Do you? None of them are shaved or whacked. What?
All right, let me go.
Okay, I don't know what's going on there. Okay. I like Gigi. Gigi's just
trying to read it.
No, Gigi's cool.
What a weirdo.
I agree. Mandy Rose was never champion on the main roster. Well, she wasn't. I didn't know that.
I feel like again, this NXT run was her kind of like resurgence and her like awakening. Like she's in a new gear. So I mean, yeah, it's kind of like on him. She was never able, but honestly, it's really packed on the main roster. It's really packed when they're trying to book everyone strong. Mm-hmm. It's really hard to get in where you fit in. Okay, so.
I'm sorry, I was laughing. You said awaken like she's a bear or something like that.
I'm crying.
But I think it's the red hair. I think that Team Raquel will win at War Games. Okay.
That's fair. Like, I think they're both really, it could go either way. It really can. But, oh my God, we're at the 50 mark. We're not even at the 40 mark. We're at the 50 mark. We need to.
Oh, no. Oh, man. What's going to happen? We're going to get fired for this? Ladies and gentlemen, we don't know. But catch us next. You have to wait and see after these commercials.
Who's better, Undisputed Era or The Elite? That's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you're talking about, is it the entire team together or is it each individual component that makes it up? You know, if you take the sum of its parts, the Elite might win out. But if you're talking about a cohesive unit that's always operated as one, the Undisputed Era probably would take that.
Definitely Undisputed Era, because in terms of like them even coming into NXT and just like forming and just like how dominant they were, like they won every single championship I think in NXT before all their tenures were over. In any case, I think the argument is pretty solid, but I don't know, like if it's some of their parts, the Elite. If it's just cohesive unit, it's the Undisputed Era.
Oh, you guys didn't even see it, but I always get excited when I hear some Undisputed Era, baby. I got that on my phone. That track, one of the best. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys are watching Unpopular Review, the NXT edition. Had to work because EC orders, and the captain of the for 9 C's, Captain Shaykespeare. Captain, you've been doing a great job leading the show. I know I've been causing all kinds of mayhem, but I'm a guy who loves mayhem.
He's an agent of chaos.
I am agent 23, baby, because that's the best number.
It really is. Yes. So let's go on. So we have Joe Gacy coming out.
Mm-hmm.
We have LA Knight come out, but he's attacked by Grayson Waller because they have this ongoing feud that Grayson Waller started. LA Knight was minding his business, and then Grayson just decided to like come after him. It's super annoying. Leave him alone, even though I do love Grayson as well. But leave LA Knight alone. Leave him alone. Therefore, that match is scrapped. A match we thought was going to happen. No longer happen, which I'm happy because I really thought that they were going to have LA Knight lose because of the big guy. So, then we have Diamond Mine come out. Ivy Nile has a match next. Malcolm wants Joe Gacy to get out of the ring. But Joe doesn't leave before he says that he doesn't like Roderick Strong. And he'd love to teach him the better ways. So, Joe Gacy, Roderick Strong, they have a match for the Cruiserweight title at War Games. How do you think that's going to turn out?
I don't know. Might grab a piece of pie, watch it, go to sleep. I don't know. I mean, like, so, and I guess this is where stuff is starting to fall apart. I don't understand these characters anymore. So, call me like someone who's just digging too deep, right? I feel like it's established who's the face, heel, and maybe it's just a heel versus heel, and it's like bad guy. Just it's a heel versus heel. Shut up. But no. One, because shut up, you know, and then two, like Roddy, I feel, and it. I saw this and I just said poor Roddy. Like I remember these guys, Roddy and Kyle O'Reilly, and don't get me wrong, Undisputed Era wasn't going to be a long. I mean, you can't do that thing forever, right? You can only ride that wave as long as you can. But they were part of the freaking Undisputed Era, and now Roddy is with his bandit of losers, and not even losers, because the Creed Brothers I love the Creed Brothers.
I think Ivy is really great.
I can't even say these are losers. You know why? Because it's the other who have his arms folded. He remind me of like this kid when I was in kindergarten, and he gave me a dab. I'm sorry, I'm bringing flashbacks. But
they can kind of do without him. I definitely agree they can do without. Well, I forgot what his name is, but they can do without him.
Yeah. So I mean, his team is not actually bad. It's just I don't think, but I think you know what I think this really stems from. For me, it stems from like there's no build. Even if it was like a week or two, like sometimes I can understand if like okay, we're gonna have this match. Like this match is built, and on Sunday we're gonna have it. Okay, cool. I just feel like there was a lot of built behind it. It was just we need to fill the status quo.
Well, I feel like they had a few segments the last 2 weeks, though, like, you know, with Joe and Malcolm, and then Malcolm saying call us, gave him his card. And the week before that, they had some back and forth. There's a lot of, there's things like Twitter and stuff, like, you know, that gets lost in translation. They don't really cover that stuff, so it's hard to, you know. I think they tried to build it as much as they could. I don't know how this match is gonna go, just because they put so much behind Joe, and honestly, Roddy is really not that interesting of a champion, if I'm honest. So
he's not. They're saying pretty much Summer Rae made an appearance on Impact. That's cool. Good for her.
That's good for her. Yeah.
Good for her. No, definitely.
Yeah.
And maybe I'll talk to you after about it, because I was gonna actually have you been watching Impact. But yeah, I mean he hasn't. And I like Roddy. I really, really like Roddy, but I do agree. It's just this has been such a lackluster for Roddy. Like
Roddy got lucky. He got lucky to get put in a group.
Yeah, I agree.
Because he was really floundering before. He's one of those people. He's the very backwards opposite of Mandy Rose, whereas his powerhouse is in the ring.
Yeah.
And Mike in character, that's not his strong suit, and that's okay as long as you know how to book it, do it right. I feel like they kind of did before the end of.
This guy's amazing.
Huh?
No, he was tremendous. We'll carry
on. Yeah, I just feel like it's not working this time around, and Malcolm is doing his best. I love Malcolm Bivens. I think he's so entertaining. I think he's hilarious, but
you made me kind of a bigger fan, because I always thought he was actually really good. But I remember one time I was talking and he was like, nah, something about Malcolm though. So like he's really good. He's a great talker. I feel like, and I don't, because words could be, taken out of context. But he's kind of like their Paul Heyman, if that makes sense. Like he's a really good manager. He's great talking, and he's great trying to hype. I mean, even something Roddy said, my next big money match is with you. I fell the fuck out. I said like, no. I said no. I
don't. Yeah,
I can't get it. I can't get behind it. It's
me either. Yeah. So moving on, Ivy Nile, the Pitbull. Ivy Nile has a match with someone. I didn't catch her name.
Oh, you either? I did.
What is it?
Some chick.
Okay. Anyways, so Ivy Nile has a match with an unknown star. It was basically another squash match to show her power, which I enjoyed. And she did like this, what was it, like a modified dragon sleeper?
Yep.
When she put her
arm. She did like this and then put her grabbed her wrist and then
I liked it. And I liked the intensity in her face when she was doing it as well. Like I do like, where she's going. Again, she reminds me of a mini Beth Phoenix. I will say this every time. I like her a lot. With more building, she could definitely be a serious force in the women's division. That was that.
I just wanted to get this real quick, George, before we get to the next match, because that match was quick. It was not even much to really dig into.
No.
But George asks, do you think Mandy Rose have good promo skills?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do. To a point, she knows her lane. She knows her lane, and she drives in it very well. Definitely. So then the next match, Grizzled Young Vets versus the Bar Fighters. I don't know what. I just don't. One of them is called Jensen.
I got you. Jensen and Bridge. Jason Bridge.
Briggs. Oh yes, Briggs. You're right. So yeah, why would they do that? Okay. Anyway, I'm sorry. They got John Wick on here. It's getting me mad.
You're watching TV as we're
right there. What do you want me to do? If they touch that dog,
we're live.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Don't be. No, you're doing great. Don't be sorry. Don't.
I gotta get out of here. No, I can't do it. Why are they touching a dog? I've never seen the movie before. I'm getting frustrated. I don't like dog violence. But anyways,
you know what I don't like? You know what I don't like? Sitting here for 2 hours watching something and it's spitting in my face. But carry on.
Okay. Anyways, this match, honestly, it was like, what was this point of this match? I can't.
Every time.
I'm so upset. I had to turn the TV. I turned the TV because I legit was about to have a panic attack. Yeah, this match was kind of like whatever, and I'm really upset with how far the Grizzled Young Vets have fallen.
Yeah, no, I agree. I don't.
They were supposed to be the next people to take the title off MSK. Now they're in this thing where they're talking about lying to their nan and fighting and losing to these bar fighters. who put knee pads over their pants in thick jeans, Wrangler jeans. They
just spoiled everything
over Wrangler jeans.
I heard they're very comfortable. I heard they're really good for bar fights. I just don't. I'm sorry. I'm watching this show, right? And look, there's some young vets. I can understand why that's not everyone's cup of tea. Fine, I understand. They're not the most charismatic, but they did it for me in the ring. Now they're trying to be guys. They're robbing people. So now they're just, hey, look, mate, I have a wallet. And then they throw the wallet. I was like,
they're lying to their nan because they want the nan to think that they're doing good. Because their nan is all the way in the UK. So they tell her that they won a title. They tell her that we have fancy food. I don't understand this.
I'm sorry. So, like this 2.0 stuff is killing me hard. Like I am slowly dying here, ladies and gentlemen, because these characters were fine before. Some of these characters didn't need a tune-up. Personally, for me, some of these guys just didn't need a tune-up. They just didn't need. Okay, you didn't like them, fine, whatever. But now they're sitting there doing this extra stuff. And I like Briggs and I almost call him Jetson, like George fucking Jetson, but Jensen. And I like these guys because it's like they're big dudes. There's something like some people call them like the APA thing, and it's like, okay, I can see that. But I like them. They're big dudes, and I feel like there's something there. But the Grizzled Young Vets just deserve better. Like I get everyone can't be on top. I understand that, because as soon as you say like, but I did this. Oh, so you think they're buried? You think they can't do it? You know how the internet wrestling community just makes my ears bleed. You guys suck. You guys suck.
Same.
You guys suck. But carry on. What was what else we got? What else we got?
Now we're moving on to the main events.
Oh, this is when everything started picking up.
Melo Don't Miss versus Pete, I'm the toughest guy, versus Johnny Gargano. That's the match.
Ooh, I like how you put all that in. Let's talk about this match.
It was exactly what I thought it would be. Outstanding. You can't look at these three men and say, oh, this is going to be as the kids are saying now, even though we've been saying this in the Bronx, I want to, get some gimmick infringement or something on this guy.
I know you didn't just mention that terrible. I know you didn't just put over that horrible
we've been saying mid over here. Now they acting like it's a new word.
I mean, we were saying that since the 90s, but whatever.
We've been saying it for a long time. Now all of a sudden it's a new word, but I'm not going to get into it. This was such a good match. Like, geez, man.
It was good.
I'm so
I'm sorry. This match was good because I've never heard Shayna say that. Jeez, man. This match was good. That was so good. I'm sorry. I wanted to point that out hard. Jeez, man.
It was that good. Like, come on. Like, it was really good. I love Trick. I mean, I guess they're still trying to build Trick in the ring because they're not really putting him in certain matches. I noticed that, especially even with like the War Games thing. I was like, oh, so it's gonna be them. And then I just love Braun Breaker. Like, that's all I have to say. Like, I love him. And I want him to win the title as soon as possible. If he could have a match directly after the War Games match and just have a match with Ciampa and win, I'm happy.
No, No, go ahead. I'm sorry. Finish your thought.
I love Braun Breaker. I want him to succeed in all things. I'm no longer mad at him for beating up LA Knight. That was months ago. We're moving on. He's great. How'd you feel about the match?
I want to say everything you just said was gross, but this match was really good. This was such a solid match. I'm not dealing with you. This match was a very solid match. It was really good. You had three great competitors in here: Carmelo, Johnny, and Pete. And what was really cool for Carmelo is to show that he can hang with these guys. No one's doubting the ability of Johnny and Pete Dunne. Everyone knows what they can do. Johnny Gargano, I mean, mentioning something like he's been here for 5 years, to which I wanted to talk about a little bit earlier. They had these promos where Pete Dunne, Johnny Gargano, and Carmelo Hayes were talking. Johnny Gargano mentioned he'd been here for 5 years and talking about like pretty much he's the heart and soul of NXT.
Yep.
Pete Dunne sitting there saying to Carmelo, like, we're the same age, but I have way more experience than you. And Johnny's always been in my way. Carmelo Hayes, I gotta sit here and talk about. I mean, let's talk about black excellence right here, baby. He sat here and he was like, "Look, man, look, Johnny Gargano. You say you've been here for 5 years. You're saying like that's a good thing. I've been here for 5 months. Look at me, look at me." And you're talking about Pete Dunne. And and listen, Trick might not be good in the ring, but I was saying he might not be good in the ring. Maybe he's still trying to, he's learning, right? Mic wise, he is fucking amazing, dude. Like when he sat here in the part where he says, like, when Carmelo talks, he said Pete Dunne. He says, "Oh, you have more. We're the same age, but you have more experience than me." Carmelo throws out, "You look older." I thought, oh, there's such a great package and such a great package. And I thought this match was really good. I thought there was a lot of great spots in here. A lot of there was a spot where I think Johnny was going for something and they did like a double kick. But let's talk about this ending real quick. And then before we get to the ending, I do want to talk about oh god, what's this guy's name? I always call him like Enzo Amore, but I can't think of it. The one who does like this whole time.
Tony D.
Tony T. I will not be calling him no damn Tony D. But Tony comes out. But Tony he was interviewed earlier, and he's saying when he was asked who he think would win, he said, "I got money on Carmelo." And I wanted to mention that because that plays into the finish, because he comes out when it looks like Pete Dunne is going to get the win, and he pulls him out and he attacks him. And then Carmelo comes out and he hits his finisher on Johnny Gargano, gets the win, 1, 2, 3, retains the North American championship in a pretty good, solid match. I don't want to say it was excellent, but it was a pretty solid match.
Yeah.
And I figured, because I said, they're not doing anything about War Games for the men, and I'm sure they're going to do that. There's no way they're not going to do men. Right. And you see pretty much, and let's talk about this real quick. You mentioned earlier LA Knight and Grayson Waller's like fighting. I mean, these dudes were fighting for like hours, like on some
throughout every part of the plays. Just
yes,
and I mean, they were fighting. I was looking at, I was like, LA was getting some uppercuts. I'm like, Jesus.
No, I'm sorry, I was listening, but I was looking at some in the comment. I will not highlight. I want you to read it and whatnot. I'm not highlighting that, but but yeah, no, these dudes were fighting. Like these guys were fighting for hours. I mean, even the part we went over it, but when the Grizzled Young Vet was walking, they bumped into a guy, took his walk, but that same guy bumped into the fight with LA Knight and
guy.
I know that guy's mind his business. That's me anytime I take the 2 train. Like I just say, and I do a prayer. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2 train is pretty
it is dangerous. Pretty tough. It's for the big boys.
That's right. Right there.
At heart.
I did a push-up today. Look at that. Look at that bad
boy. Chill out a bit.
That's right. Chill out. But they've been fighting, and I mean they bring the fight out to the arena, and Johnny Gargano. I mean everybody was in the match. You pretty much have the 2.0 boys against the I said original cast, but the original NXT guys. And it was funny because I see LA Knight, and granted, he kind of counts as that original NXT because he was like one of the last ones. He does,
yeah. So it's kind of like the new boys versus the old boys. Even though LA Knight's somewhere in the middle, but
right,
it still counts. Technically, he's a little bit
technically, yes. And we got Braun Breaker comes out and he says War Games, and I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, it's just not the same without William Regal. It is just not the same. It's just not. Like he did it, and I know you like Braun Breaker, but I just said
no. I know I didn't like that either, but I guess they had to have somebody say it. But right. It should like where is Regal? Where is he?
I hope he's okay. I sincerely hope so. I mean, I haven't seen him, and you see the memes a lot where it goes War Games, like the video that they did last year, and it's just not the same without him.
What I think they're gonna do. I think they might have Regal come out next week and say it. I really do think that might be something. Maybe a little.
I hope so, because it's just not the same without him. But that was pretty much NXT. I really just thought this was a paint by numbers show. I mean, I really wasn't excited about it. I mean, there is great stuff here. I don't want to sit here and make it like a Debbie Downer, like there was nothing good. War Games is next week, next Sunday, right? Next Sunday, right?
Yes.
And we'll be. I mean, I guess we could say on air we'll be here to review the show. Captain will be telling me how I'm wrong,
Mm-hmm.
because apparently that's a job now. And I mean, we're gonna be here. I mean, I thought it was a pretty okay show. It was like paint by numbers, but you enjoyed it, which was what they were supposed, huh?
I did.
And that's good. I can see that you did. That's why she has such a bright smile. But ladies and gentlemen, that is NXT. And before we go home, even though we are technically home, we are going to plug some shows. Captain, do you have time to plug some shows before we go home?
I do. I do. I do.
Ladies and gentlemen, damn, she's great. Cap, what we got here? What's this?
We have Around the Blocks with Mike Knox for the intelligent wrestling fan. This comes on about 6:30, I believe. And
You're right.
they kind of go over everything. They gloss over everything. I would definitely give this a watch. I think it's definitely worth the watch, 100%.
100%, ladies and gentlemen. You hear that? Not 99, 100. What about this show, madam?
Well, this is Monday Night Raw. As you can see, Liv is very happy. She's pointing. This who hosts this?
I got you, no
There's
problem.
always so many different people. I can never remember.
That no problem. I got you. On Mondays, ladies and gentlemen, after Monday Night Raw goes off the air, the coolest of the daddies, Steven Pena and the executive consultant, they host Monday Night Raw. Steve brings the humor and fun, and Chris prepares to steal Christmas.
Yes.
Because it is the holidays.
Right. His time is coming. He's defrosting.
What about this show? I think the show is pretty cool. I think you know the show. What about this show?
Oh my God. Is that NXT 2.0 review show?
Yeah.
I love the host. I heard one of their name is Badguy Jack and the other is Captain Shaykespeare.
Oh, they're great. I heard they're like prettiest people all in UPR. What else we got here? Bung. Oh, Wednesdays is a lot of stuff. I mean, we don't have a. Is that the close? Hey, what up?
Yes.
Hey.
Say hi.
Look how excited she is to be on this show. What about this show, madam?
Oh, Wednesday we have the Challenge, Spies, Lies, and Allies, hosted by Mike Knox and yours truly, as we go over the craziness, the drink throwing, the unnecessary amount of explosions. It's great. It comes on at 9:30.
I like how you said explosions, like it's like Michael Bay is there.
Might as well be.
We don't have a graphic for it, but tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow on Disney Plus, Hawkeye comes out, and I'll be joining my trio of the Mark and the Superior C. We're going to review Hawkeye. I think around 7:30, 8 o'clock. We're not too sure, but continue to follow us on social media. Wrestling wise, because I don't think they did Spider-Man, but they were supposed to be reviewing Spider-Man, which is a great movie. Spider-Man 2, such a fun movie. Because they're sitting there trying to pretty much get to what is that? Whatever the last Spider-Man movie. It's hard to say. Spider-Man, was it Spider-Man? I Can't Go Home.
Far From Home.
No, it's not. It's No Way Home. Far From Home.
I think you said the most recent movie that came out.
No, I'm sorry. I should have been more clear. Also, too, on Wednesdays, you have the Aew Dynamite review, which is hosted by All Elite Joker and Divine Intervention. And I guess a guest will be on. I'm not sure who it is this week, but you can catch it right after the AEW go off the air. And also on Friday nights, I'm not even going to put the graphics. I can say and just say Friday nights, you can catch Friday Night Review Show. You can catch the Wrestling Doll and the Administrator, and they sit here and talk smack. Oh, and Steamy Willie Beaming will be there. It's such a great show. And one more time before we go home, because it's entertainment, but this weekend, UPR Gaming. It's going to be a great time. I was told what we were going to talk about, but continue to follow us on social media. Be here with us on Saturday. I'm not too sure about the start time, but it's going to be a great time. It's going to be fun. And I guess with that said, let's just get into these chats real quick because we want to read everything. We got George said, "Where is Jim?" Well, that's a good question. We're trying to figure it out. And we got, I'm giving NXT a solid B. Okay.
It's not bad.
And
I
we
would
got
say the same.
Sean Wrestling Doll is going to be AEW. She's going to be AEW. She's going to be completely AEW. Like she's going to be the whole brand. Cool. Good for her. I didn't know that was possible. Did you? I didn't know that. But that was all the plugs. You know, you can catch us for wrestling, entertainment, and now gaming. And before we called this a night, we were supposed to be a trio, but now we're a duo again. I guess I could go back to before we go home. Any last words, Captain? Any last words before we go home?
Stop jumping the barricades. Stop it.
Honestly, that's actually really good advice. Please stop doing that. But also, ladies and gentlemen, damn, she's great. I'm the bad guy. She's the captain. And we were cut off last week when we tried to do this, so we can do this now. And we say, good night, everybody. That was all. Bye.